look, I know myself, the boys have definitely have been putting in a lot of work for it. I think there's a couple of injuries/illnesses on Kirkland's team.
Yep.
But, I think it'll be one of the best.
By the clang of steel, we're about to start off here. It's Team Havoc entering from the closest side of the stream, the base of the back, and they are going it hard. Eric there, up in the far end of the stream there. It looks like it's broken off into 5 1v1s. Who can break a stalemate? And we have a fighter down from Havoc. The Beast has lost the weapon. He's fighting. He's gone the double-handed axe, and they have the numbers advantage. Let's see how is it. Colin's another one. We have 2 down here from Havoc, and Colin is swinging for the fences.
He can put in some bad work. Look at that. Massive. He's feeling each one of those.
Yep.
Big rookie there. And that's down to 2 more for Havoc. That's Bryce in the corner. He'll sit there for all day.
Oh! Colin just swung for the fences, but a huge duck there by the Havoc fighter. But he's down there close to the stretch. 3v1 right now.
And we've got Scott in the other corner, another incredibly gifted fighter.
Numbers here with Beast, but Havoc will not give in. They are taking this as long as it can. The more energy they get.
Bryce is taking a couple of shots here. He's trying to get shooting in the way.
A strong hit to the helm right there. Oh! Yep. It looks like the Beasts have come to play today by the sound ringing off the steel here in the list.
Yeah, look, I'm sure after the last tournament where it came so close, I'm sure they're not going to have any.
I wonder how many of these Havoc fighters will be dueling tomorrow, because they will feel. And here we go. A 5-1 or a 4-1 to Beast there. Excellent.
That was an awesome round starting off for the day.
List awareness becomes such an integral part of these 5v5s, especially as you start seeing numbers drops. Each of those fighters there becomes a tripping hazard that a strong fighter that has a push can just use them sometimes. If you just find that fighter on the ground, you can push an opponent over them, and it's an easy way to get the trip and get the numbers advantage. But what did you make of that first round there, Mitch?
That was fantastic. It's really 2 great teams that enjoy a fast, hard-paced sort of a fight. And Brisbane just coming out with that extra aggression. That's great use of polearms.
And they are here for business. Here we are, the second round. Looks like we have a slight lineup change here from Havoc. Once again, once again. We have a Havoc advantage here. A Beast down to begin with.
First kill on Eric.
Let's see if Havoc can capitalize on this numbers advantage. It looks like we're getting a 2v1 there on Colin, just eliminating what they might identify as the strongest challenge to them. And Colin has evened up the fight. We're now down to a 4v4.
If anyone's going to survive Colin, it's going to be Shirley, and Shirley's going to give him absolutely everything he's got.
And it looks like Colin's taking another one down. Numbers advantage here to the Beasts. And once again, this is not a place you want to be. Pinned on the list with Colin there, breathing down your neck through that wolf rib of his, poleaxe in hand, looking to do damage.
He's actually got that.
He's that. Here we go, coming from behind. Looks like the Havoc fighter there was willing to disengage to try and eliminate the advantage that the Beast had over there on the far side of the list. On the right-hand side, that is the action. Everyone is there, bunched together, looking for the advantage. 2v1. I'm trying to find the number there of the Havoc fighter, but he's backing up to the corner of the list, trying to eliminate some of the angles the Beast fighters will be looking. But they're taking a breather.
This is Milan from the Havoc team. He's a big boy, loving the full cuirass that he's got going on.
And he will be able to absorb plenty of those shots that are coming in underneath that kit of his.
I'm not going to worry at all.
Yeah.
But those bodies, mate.
Strong punch. Just trying to keep that distance. Looks like he's locked up that fight. But Colin is swinging hard. Oh.
Really testing out how good the brig is now.
And he's got some fantastic height changes there with that pole arm. You know, able to sort of feign to where that bug's going, but quickly adjust to get the hit to the body. It looks like he's happy to go into that measurement there. Go for the grapple.
Colin may be starting to realise that the pole arm might work on the cuirass by Milan.
Milan is not giving in. He's taking the Beast to the end. He knows that the more energy, there's two fighters there for the Beast. And there we go. Fantastic. 2 wins to the Beast. First fight goes to them. And what a way to start the men's Boher today, ladies and gentlemen. The Beast, I suppose, heat treated armor. And here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Tentatively meeting in the center of the list.
The red beast centre here, he's getting a bit of movement going on, and he's coming around for the flank. Oh, no.
The centers of...
Here we go.
Oh, and yes, the red beast is swinging for the fences, but met again by... Oh, we have a red beast down. It looks like the Mercs have the advantage.
Mercs are doing really well here.
Oh!
Alex with a very, very protective kit. It may be incredibly heavy,
yep.
But he does not feel a thing in that kit.
Those two-handed strikes up in the front of us, he does not mind them one bit. Oh, and... Looks like all the action's gone to the far end list. Two main groups have broken out. We have a Merc at the poleaxe, swinging for the fences against that red beast fighter.
Fantastic here. Look at
he is not going down.
He is stubborn. He is here to stay, ladies and gentlemen. That hit a gap. So
on the far left of the list, we now have a 2v1, but the beast fighter there, we can't see his number, but he's doing a good job keeping his back to the list and protecting himself from that head rip that Merc fighter is going for. It looks like the two of them, all that pressure on the neck is working well, but he is not going down. He has his hips there underneath his neck, and he is staying up.
Incredibly well here in the right-hand side.
This is broken.
Oh.
He is absorbing those shots there. This is broken down to well, we have a 3v1. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Stop fight with the one red beast fighter there in the far corner. The Merc team, excellent job for this first fight. Well done to them.
It's always great when you see a Merc team that comes together and they just work. No worries at all. It's good to see. Alex there just transitioning straight into the team's flow.
But
doing a fantastic job himself. He's really improved a year or so in his
and he's an excellent Merc fighter. He's had a lot of experience adjusting to the strategies and the flow of the team he fights in.
Yeah, look, he's been fighting for quite a few years now. I think he's been fighting for 4 years, and it's great to see how he's able to just transition straight into
and great to see some fighters from some of these smaller New South Wales clubs come together and get a win for their first fight at this sort of New South Wales tournament. Well done to them.
And against a definitely well-trained team. Colin from the Beast that we just saw in the round before, he's the team captain. He's also the coach of the Brisbane Beasts. He does an amazing job training these guys up. So it's definitely not as if the Merc is coming up against an untrained team by any means whatsoever.
And it looks like this fighting is starting in a similar fashion. Teams tentatively meeting in the middle of the list, feeling each other out with some strikes. But we have some action here, going pretty hard on the right-hand side there.
All we got about it, throws that come through to the Beast. He's hiding for it. No. Just doesn't quite have a good enough grip there on on the head there of the third quarter. The Stemmers there not doing too much with their freedom. There we go.
Spoke too soon, mate. That Merc centre has come in and taken a fighter down. Advantage to the Mercs once again.
Obviously been waiting for that other centre to just get tied up and get distracted. Putting in some great work.
So we have a Merc down there on the right-hand side and a 2v1, but the centre is set and they are there to help out. Oh, another Merc down has the...
And then Boa and Boris on the right-hand side.
This will be an interesting battle of the centres here. Looks like we have Dan Cooper for the Warhounds in centre. Both have spent a lot of time fighting each other.
Big collar users. Very dangerous.
And it looks like we have a Warhound down already. Numbers advantage to Team Kraken.
Sam there trying to put in some work. Foggy getting hit in the shoulders there. He can
But they won't bother him. Foggy will take fights for days. But it looks like Sam and him up there in the back corner.
Oh no. Foggy has lost his weapon. If he's got that secondary, he's not allowed to fight back whilst he doesn't have a weapon.
He's going to move. He's coming back. But Sam is harassing him the whole way. Won't let him pick up that weapon.
And Foggy's got that weapon back. There we go now. He's able to fight back. Dan almost came up on Sam there.
Trying to disengage from that 1v1 to find the advantage.
Who's this on the left-hand side for 2-on-1?
Can't see who that is.
Well.
He is staying strong. Won't let those two Kraken fighters take him down. Hoping that Warhound can find the advantage. But Sam is swinging for the fences there against Foggy. Here we go. Dan trying to disengage, find the advantage. This violent chess match continues with men out there swinging for the fences, trying to find new positions, find new advantages, and the fight continues. We have a great first round between Kraken and Warhounds.
I think that was Dinky there taking a big shot at Sam, but Sam not quite able to get the effect he wanted.
Another Warhound down. We have a stop fight here called by the Marshal. Looks like there may be an armour malfunction that's been checked up.
Someone might not be doing too well. Oh no, it's okay. Oh, okay. Someone's being stood. Bo. This is a fighter on the ground that's being spoken to. Maybe something's happened to him.
Just trying to hear what the Marshal's saying. It looks like there might have been a takedown made after Night Marshal Stephen had called a stop to the fire, which he is rewinding, and we now have a reset.
We've got Boris here. The Warhounds captain Dinky. Oh, now Foggy has gotten a hold of Boris.
Oh, we have another Warhound down. Oh! Just cracking there, just finding some slight advantages and angles, allowing to get another Warhounds fighter down there. But here we now have a 3v2. Massive shots. Dan trying desperately there at the front of the screen to find that advantage to get over and help Dinky.
That one hurt his shoulders. He's tucked that one in there.
But Dinky will not give in. He will stay up. Oh, Dan is down.
There goes Dan as he tries to throw.
Stop fight.
An incredible veteran from Team Kraken. Not quite letting that down.
All right. A great first round there to Team Kraken. Warhounds will be looking to even up the score in this second fight. We'll just see if there's any... Oh, it looks like who's tagging out there for Kraken, Mitch? Who's coming in?
Alright, so it looks like we've got that's Tyson coming in there now on the right-hand side, and then Marcus. He's got his brand new Swiss flag. His heritage, his father comes from Switzerland. Very proud of that. Just getting his arm checked down.
Shout out to Mitch there on the stream. Yes, the fighters are wearing numbers on the back of their tabards, but it can get a bit hard to see at times, if we're being honest with you, when they all get stuck in. So we'll do our best to name the fighters as they go.
Sweet. At the moment, we have on the right-hand side, once they sort of figure out where they are. Yep, okay. So on the right-hand side, we have Boris, and we have, I believe, Jake.
Boris, if I'm right, has come from Ukraine.
He is,
Yes.
Yeah, he took a break, coincidentally at the start of COVID, but he just had kids, went away for the family life, and he's come back now, rearing and ready to go. I've fought him before myself, and he's a very high tier fighter.
Yep.
The analytic ability of Boris is incredible. He will be able to fight you once, find all your weaknesses, and exploit them in the next fight.
I believe the Warhounds might be going with a similar lineup to the first round, is maybe with a positional change. It looks like we have Dan and Foggy, two fighters from the Western Wolves, taking the side to the right-hand side of the list there. Looks like Dinky is moving through the centre. And who do we have there on the left-hand side? It looks like with Shinobi and Salter there from the Adelaide crew taking up the left-hand side there as well. So a positional change here. Same fighters. Let's see how they'll go against some of the fresh legs we have entering the list from Kraken. About to warm up now. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen.
This will be a great round again. Boris opening up the kick to Foggy, but Foggy immediately grabbing hold of him and getting into a pretty close position of a throw.
All right.
Marcus playing quite aggressively
Yes.
there.
Oh.
Not quite making use of that forearm though.
Oh, we have a Kraken fight down there, ladies and gentlemen. No, Warhound fight down, sorry. And the numbers advantage clearly with Kraken right now. The two fighters from the Warhounds on the left-hand side, both going down. Looks like there's a stop fight for an armor failure there, which leaves Dinky and Dan from the Warhounds to fight it out with a clear advantage to Kraken right now, 5v2. But the Warhounds will not give in. They will fight to the bitter end to try and stop fight.
There you go, Dan did not like those massive shots from Marcus. He's been putting a lot of effort learning to be able to hit it.
Might get a few blemishes after these two fights minimum against the Beast this morning. Here we are. Beast showing plenty of aggression to start the fight. We have a Berserker down already.
Eric coming out in great fury style.
He just bounced off the fighter there, ladies and gentlemen.
Sometimes a little too much momentum can hurt you. As you can see today, but looking out. Easy.
There we go. Huge aggression there by the Beast fighter there,
Really
right in front of you.
They want to get as many points as possible. They want to take out as many people. Look at that huge leap. Nearly cleared the list at that point. Other Berserkers fighter holding him well in the right-hand corner here against the two opponents. Really weathering him down. But he's getting back up. Following it, and I think I forget his name. Awesome battle in the corner on the side.
And that was interesting there by the Beast fighter on the right-hand side of the stream, using basically the tabletop list.
Maybe we should have some water up here with all this talk. Impressive teamwork here. Look at, there we go. Very good teamwork there on the right-hand side. That's what's starting to happen. With one fighter going low, trapping that leg, and then the other fighter was going up high.
Sorry, Mitchell, I don't know if you saw that before on the right-hand side. The Beast fighter was using the tabletop list and the fighter to leverage himself up over the Berserker fighter to get that head rip in and bring him down. Effectively, like a quasi push-up in armor to get the height, to bridge the gap, and to bring the fighter down. Fantastic.
The things you have to do as a shorter fighter is, I definitely know myself.
Yep.
So all these fighters, they may not seem very tall in the armor, but a lot of these fighters are 6'2" and above.
And the WA Berserkers are fielding a massive team right now. You could see that before when Eric from the Beast just came in and literally bounced off the WA Berserker there up at the front of the screen. Really exciting first round. The WA Berserkers are doing quite well.
They're always a very strong team physically.
Here's his second round starting now.
Eric's coming in here. He's got to go.
Oh!
A bit of passion. He's coming in now.
An early fighter down for the WA Berserkers there on the right-hand side of the stream.
Hard work.
And he just moves around. Look at that. Oh, and we have another Berserker down. Numbers advantage clearly with the Beast right now, but they will not give in. You don't cross the Nullarbor to waste time, ladies and gentlemen. You come across the Nullarbor to fight.
And fight they will. Because by God, they've got some hard numbers against them. Oh, there we go.
All right. Looks like the Beasts have cleared the fights except for two Berserkers there on the right-hand side of the front of the list, and they will rain in shots until those Berserkers go down, and we have a stop to the fight.
Dealing with a few little technical hiccups there. And we've got this fight coming in now. This is going to be a fantastic fight.
Both teams slightly tentative. Some big hits happening there on the right-hand side of the list.
I believe it's Scott and the Havoc's centre, putting in some good work for the pole arm there. Putting in some big shots there. The big Serbian giant, Havoc team, maybe going to get stuck up on.
That looks like we have Christian Milan there on the right-hand side for Havoc, taking it to the Beast fighters. We have another 2v1 on the back right-hand side. Two Havoc fighters peppering some shots, going in for a grapple now.
Big move there, trying to go for a throw. They're number 13 for the Havoc fighter. He's pulling him around. Not quite able to get that throw off.
And here we go. This is where the advantage is. Looks like we now have two free Havoc fighters taking their time to pick their shots. But we don't need that, ladies and gentlemen. It looks like Bryce was quite comfortable dealing with the Berserker.
Bryce with the flying knee.
Yep.
And just took the tired Berserker fighter around. Well done.
A great first fight by Team Havoc here this morning, ladies and gentlemen. Another team that will be tough to beat.
My bet is they're going to come through and do very well and come to a podium finish. So that's what I'm betting for the event.
It looks like we might have a lineup change here for Havoc. Just trying to see some numbers.
That's Shirley and Buzz coming in there now.
Fantastic.
Shirley's got the wolf grip there, the one where you can see quite clearly see his face.
Number 8, Carl Shirley.
And then number 4, Buzz. So these two guys, these are in some of the most original fighters in Australia. Fuzz recently coming back after a little bit of a hiatus about a year ago.
Yep.
A little bit over a year ago, last year's Barossa event. And I tell you what, the improvement I've seen through him, absolutely impressive. It's going to be a great one to keep an eye on.
Yep. And just looking by where they're standing right now, it looks like we have number 12, Mark Janowith, taking up the centre. Very strong right-hand side there. Milan there. Tall fighter, they can take plenty of shots.
Martin Descent here, also a fantastic wrestler.
And here we have Havoc being much more aggressive in this second round to start off with. It looks like the fight is broken up into two main melees on the right and left-hand side. 3 to 10. But it looks like we have a Berserker down. The numbers advantage on the left-hand side to the... yes.
Here, it might seem the tactic is to hold all the beats down.
Okay, the Marshal saying that number 12 for Havoc did go down there, but we still have the numbers advantage with Havoc here. Looks like it's down with 3v2, ladies and gentlemen.
They're kicking the legs out, trying to aim for those front buckles and win the beast fighter. really here, not letting go of this Tears Warrior fighter.
Looks like we have a Havoc fighter breaking away, trying to find an angle on that head rip, and it keeps going, and the Berserker's down to 3v1. If they're not careful. We'll see what happens now, ladies and gentlemen.
Let's see how they're going to clean it out. Whoop, Alex there coming very aggressively.
Oh, and we have a Merc fighter down.
Alex maybe should have let it.
Oh! Jake just taking the legs from Alex there. Clear numbers advantage to the Kraken team right now.
Absolutely punching the polearm because they're on the Merc team.
And we have a stop fight.
Well, there we go. That's exactly what they were wanting to do. They wanted to get rid of this.
That final Merc team was dancing around trying to avoid the Kraken fighters, but Jake and Bowen would not give him an inch, stalked him to that back corner there of the list. But lucky for him, the Marshals called the fight before too much damage could be done. A clear, strong fight to Kraken in that first round.
Well done, Kraken 2 there. A team that was notoriously, some would say, slow. Others perhaps would say methodical. But a team that has had to change with the change of the rules with this tabletop list. Unable to go with a slow game, they've done well to be able to now play it at the right pace.
Whether you say slow, whether you say methodical, the proof is in the pudding, and they've had 3 strong fights to start their campaign here at Nationals in Sydney 2023. Here we are, the second round going right now, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, some strong initial hits there by the Merc team.
A little bit more conserved this round. The Mercs being very aware of how fast.
Oh, and there we go. The Mercs going in hard, but Kraken team, they know what they're doing, could weather that storm. And we have a Merc spotted. 2 Mark Furters down. We're now to a, what's the Marshal saying? Stop fight. Gentlemen, WA Berserkers versus the Warhounds. Let's see how this goes. Like the left-hand side. Cody changing position, but he is being pushed up against that list by that. And he's lost his weapon, but he's being harassed. The WA photo won't, and he's been taken down. We have a numbers advantage to the Berserkers, but the centre has come up against Dan Cooper. Foggy's standing there quite nicely against 2 fighters. And
coming up against the Berserkers fighter.
But it looks like the numbers have now gone to the Warhounds. And we now have 1 fighter for the Berserkers. There we go. 4 against 1. The Warhounds way for this first round. Berserkers. I'm good, thank you. Yeah. This first round against the Warhounds.
I was lucky that fight ended just in time there. Captain Dinky almost coming away with a little bit of a trip over the body for himself, but got that point to be able to get the 4 against 1.
That was an excellent start there by the Berserker centre, who was just able to bully Cody against the back of that list, rip that polearm, but didn't let him go. He's like, no, I'm not going to let you get back to your end to find another weapon. I'm taking you down. But we have some strong defensive fighters here from the Warhounds who are able to weather the storm, get that numbers, I suppose, advantage away from the Berserkers, and take over for the first round of chockies against the Berserkers. Great first fight, Mitch.
It was absolutely great to watch. The Berserkers fighter in the centre, I'm not sure if you saw, Drew, but the way he disarmed Cody seems to be something that is coming a little bit more prevalent of a technique, to be able to grab underneath the head of the halberd, try and pull that axe as far away from the fighter as possible, and instead of just using brute strength and ripping it out of the grips of the opposition fighter, but to then punch downwards into the axe and have that shock let go of the weapon.
And after talking him up for a fantastic first round, it looks like the WA Berserkers have subbed him out for a different centre, and it looks like we have the same change for the Warhounds. Cody Crenshaw being subbed out for Ming in the centre there from the Warhounds. Let's see how that change goes, keeping fresh legs in both teams. The 2 centres trying to find some angles, find the advantage. not finding a spot to enter now, but here we have some big swings there by Ming, just testing the waters, seeing what's going. I stand corrected. Looks like Cody's still in there, yes.
And coming in for another ball. Well done.
It looks like we have Salt and the WA Berserker on the right, so I take it down. Nevertheless, sorry. They do try and get together to train as much as possible. Here we go.
See what Eric does here.
We have a Beast Red down. Eric looking for a spot to go in.
Eric looking out for a little bit of grappling here, a little bit less aggressive, maybe try and reserve the other team for future rounds. Both teams definitely giving each other help. Not one going down easier.
Looks like maybe.
Great throw by the Tiers.
Yep. Looks like the Brisbane Bees have maybe doled back the striking game a little this round. You know, deciding to focus on the grappling. You know.
Incredibly good grappler. Got a lot of injuries to him.
And here we go again. The wrestling is certainly on the cards right now against these two teams. And we have a double death there, double takedown on the left-hand side of the list. Plenty of movement there by both centres for Beast Red and Beast. Oh. And a closer second round. It looks like it's broken down into 3 1v1s with both downs happening in unison. So a closer second round. The Beast Red taking it to the Beasts.
Very important here for the Beast to keep a hold on Chris Mitchell.
Yeah.
He's an incredibly dangerous polearm user. He will use every last inch as he comes around.
Let's see this. Oh, and a jump and thrust.
Big check there. Not quite to the effect he may have wanted. Now he's got his head trapped. There we go. They've done fantastic today.
Just identifying some of the Havoc fighters here to the far end. Looks like we have number 13. Number 30, Christian Sierra running centre for Team Havoc. But some big strikes here by the Merc team. They are not holding back. They are here for business against this Havoc side.
Luke and Bryce about to get a takedown on this right-hand side.
We have
out of camera.
a double takedown there by the Merc and Havoc teams.
There we go, another takedown for the centre for the Havoc team. And Milan,
big Milan there, just holding strong against that Merc fighter.
And using the corpses there well. Not quite. Oh, there we go, well done.
That is a tough combination there for people to navigate. With Milan there, number 28, with Christian Sierra there for Team Havoc. Christian starting off in the centre of that fight, but moving to team up quite nicely with Milan against that Merc fighter.
Christian is an incredibly fit fighter. I do believe he's come from Spain.
Yeah, we might get some clarification on that later, but
might clear that one up later. But he was mainly a duelist for a long time until he's come and fought with Havoc, and now he's starting in on Bohertz, and as you can see here, doing fantastic work.
His skill set is transitioning quite well.
Yeah.
I'm excited to see what Christian does during the duels on Sunday.
I'm sure he'll absolutely make a clean house of it.
Definitely hit the podium on more than one occasion at Winterfest earlier in the year, and he does quite well in his adopted hometown of Sydney.
Yeah, I think he won Sword and Shield.
Yeah, possibly.
I think he won Sword and Shield, and even in middleweight, our trance fight did very well as well. perhaps winning that.
And here we have the second round. Maybe starting off not as aggressively as we saw with some heavy strikes in the first round. But the Havoc team stalking these Mercs, find the angles. And the action is heated up here on the right-hand side.
Keeps the mover too for the Merc team.
Here we have that Merc coming in, trying to get a hit before he's getting in. Both centers for both teams, keeping light. Christian going in with some big strikes there on the right-hand side.
He's putting in work. Oh, massive. Whoa. That hope to there. Yep, no, he's giving the
thumbs up to the Marshal there.
Well done to Caitlin there, making sure that everything's okay with the fighter.
I think Caitlin is another experienced bumblebee there. Really strong peripheral vision there while she's marshalling, and really takes a lot of care for the fighters that she's looking after.
We're looking like we're starting to get a bit of action going on here now. Here we go.
Here we go. Both teams coming in slowly, but some strong.
Oh, disarmed by Julian.
We have two Berserkers down, one on either side of the list. Numbers going to Kraken, who are looking like inflicting some glorious medieval violence here.
There we go, we're seeing what's happening with the centers. Sam is absolutely laying into the Western Australia fighter. And look at that.
Oh, some strong swings going in, and we have two fighters down, but the number advantage is we have two 2v1s against the WA Berserkers.
Look, this is going to be a very tough fight for the Western Australian fighters. These are great fighters.
Oh, and there we go, stop fight. Sam putting a dent to the WA Berserker fighter there, finding the angle, coming in with that poleaxe and saying, I think you've had enough of this fight, mate. Time for you to go down.
I definitely do not want to be on the receiving end of those shots. He's a very dangerous fighter.
And we are looking forward to seeing you too, Tim Bassett. Feel free to throw up the deeds for your fight coming up in Albury up on the chat. We'd all love to see people there. And can you let us know, will you be streaming the fights from Albury?
Berserkers having a little bit of a discussion with the marshal here. Everyone seems to good. That is an issue perhaps. It's okay. This is really fine. It's subbing out.
We'll keep our fingers crossed, guys. We'll love to see some border town Bohurt later in November.
100%, that'd be great to see. Yeah, look, definitely not an easy thing to be able to set up for a stream. There's a lot, as we were saying earlier with support, there is monstrous amounts of work that goes into setting up things like this so that we'll be able to get a good stream.
And here we go. The Kraken team, no mincing time. They are going in hard.
He's in for it. Whoop, look out, Sam all tied up there. Not what we want to see.
Oh, some strong swings there just in front of us, ladies and gentlemen.
Marcus putting in that work for all the practices we do.
Oh, we have a Kraken fighter down there with the Berserker. So we've gone down to a 4v4 in the list right now. Oh, Sam taking from but the Berserker fight. Oh, he slipped out, wriggled away. Oh, two more fighters down. Here we are, a 3v3. Let's see what happens.
Marcus holding down.
Sam quite strategic, not trying to settle down for the 3 1v1s, trying to find some space here to get that slight advantage, which has happened now with another Berserker fighter down. We have a 3v1, and there we go.
Doing fantastic with this grappling now, just getting the fundamentals in and making some awesome kills.
Team Kraken knowing that they have a massive...
And then to come to a massive tournament like this,
Yeah.
huge difference in pressure and speed.
Let's have a look at who we have right now. Unfortunately, we don't have Dan versus Milan. It looks like Foggy and Dan have taken the left-hand side.
We do have Foggy and Luke Berry, those two
Big units.
boys.
And it looks like it's broken down in a couple of 1v1s. The center's trying to find a gap. Christian getting hit between the Warhound center and any action. And so the Warhound center's just like, all right, Christian, let's have a swing. But just tentatively, Christian coming in to hit some strong fights against...
Christian did not realise that the Warhound center got behind him.
And we have our first fighter down. 2 fighters down for Team Havoc. It looks like the right-hand Warhound side has made do with the 2 fighters from Havoc, and we have a 5v3 here, ladies and gentlemen, this first round. Warhounds v Havoc. Big shots against the Havoc fighter. We have a stop fight. Looks like we have an armor failure or fighters up. All right, it looks like round 1 to Warhounds.
Man's doing amazing work there, locking down their opponents and allowing Cody to be able to put in awesome work with that pole arm.
The action moving a little bit of a blind spot for us. Apologies, ladies and gentlemen. But a strong first round there by the Warhounds against Team Havoc.
Milan definitely has an armor failure there with his shoulder.
Oh, okay. That is a
Get that
peekaboo.
one fixed up. Hopefully that's not
Are they
going to
gonna-
take him out of the fight, and it's just a quick little retie of the on-ring point. But I think I can see that.
I suspect he's been subbed out for this second round. But after this, he'll have the hour to get that arm fixed before fighting after lunch.
Hopefully we can see him back in there soon.
All right.
Alrighty, thanks, Rowdy.
Some strong fights down the left-hand side by the Havoc fighters. The 2 centers taking their time.
This fight here on the left-hand side between Dan and Bryce may be
Yep.
one that actually makes a big difference.
We have 2 fighters down on the right-hand side of the list. Looks like the... Okay.
Oh, no, there goes Foggy.
There! Oh! Havoc coming back strong!
Chasing down on the left-hand side.
It looks like we have a 3v2 in Havoc's advantage here. But the Havoc has weathered the storm there from the Warhound fighter. That head rip to no avail there. So he's going in with some punches instead. We have a strong 2v1 here in the far corner there. 2 Havoc fighters. Changing spots, fighting a gap there against the Warhound fighter. Massive shots. And the head rip taking him down. 3v1, evening up the fight here, ladies and gentlemen.
This is fantastic fighting. I love this.
Our first fight today going to 3rd round. Team Havoc coming back, making amends for that first round fight. We have a battle on our hands here, Mitch.
Foggy's got an armor failure here. I wonder when the armor is broken. Oh, that's just popped articulation and undone buckle. Cool. Okay, good. So Foggy's
Looks
still
like
able to fight from there.
Cassowary Captain Molly working really well as a squire there, fixing up that. So it looks like they might have taken Foggy out for this 3rd round, the final round against Havoc versus Warhounds. Let's see who's going to come away with the win. A good chance that this is a fight for a podium finish, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see what happens.
Still an incredibly strong team here, even without Foggy being able to stand up tall on the left here.
Both teams losing a fighter to an armor failure, going in harder. This happens. There we go. Oh! A strong move there. 2 fighters out, 1 from Havoc, 1 from White. But that was a fascinating move there.
Right hand side. Oh
is heating up in this shed, both literally and metaphorically, ladies and gentlemen. Fighters may be struggling with their heat in this third round. There's only so much air you can suck in behind those fights. And we have a big pile! Huge pile. We're down to, there we go.
There we go, James. Held his feet there.
But we now have a 2v1, two Havoc, two Warhand fighters against one from Havoc. Dan finding another weapon, and let's see what happens. Going with some big strikes.
These are definitely the three toughest fighters in the lift so far. The team captain, Dinky, I believe it is, Dan and Bryce Lightbody. Bryce is one of the toughest people.
And he will not go, he will fancy his ability to get one of these Warhand fighters down and go to the 1v1. He will stay up as long as possible. Looks like they're going to split the control. The fighter on the left here with head control. Dan going for the legs, but Bryce is having none of it. So, looks like Dr. Xylophone is bringing in the pole arm. So Bryce gets the fight.
Bryce getting a little bit of that running.
And aren't the Warhound support crew happy with that? Well done, Dan Cooper. 2 wins to 1. Fight goes to the Warhounds. What a great 3 rounds of fighting, Mitch.
Oh, great job by Warhounds there to be able to secure that final finish. Passive, you don't have to weapon. So that's where you run back and
Here we go. Beast coming in hard to start off. Colin stalking Sam there on the list. Bit of history, Sam originally fought for Beast before moving south to join Kraken.
Well done by Boris there. Boris.
Oh, huge throw there by Colin. Oh, 2 Kraken fighters down. And a huge swing there by Colin, taking him down.
Kraken going with full aggression and managing the blindside.
Oh. I'll be curious to see if that Kraken fighter is right. He got a massive shot to the midriff there by Colin. And he went down straight away, crumpled over. Hopefully the Marshals.
Amazing here.
Excellent.
Throw against a 3-on-1. Pushing incredibly hard. There we go, bro. We got a win on that.
Nice. Oh yes, looks like Jake's coming back. A 2v2, ladies and gentlemen. A 2v2.
Jake, let's make a push. What's going on here? Who's down? Who's open? Eric is down.
Both fighters have been dropped. We have a 1v1. It looks like Jake has the better position, but the Beast fighter is trying to get Jake going for a leg sweep. No, but the defense too good.
Jake wearing down this Beast fighter. He's just trying to play it carefully. He does not want to have a loss here. The fighter feeling Jake out.
The heat is building up. Both fighters not wanting to give in. This is the excitement we're looking for this first round, Mitch.
I am way too tense for this. It should not be so biased, but my God, this is a great fight to watch.
We would echo what you're saying, Dave Briscoe. A clash of the Titans right now, wholeheartedly.
Jake getting in, feeling his opponent, sort of playing that leg game, feeling out where the opponent's legs are, getting his hips into a position where he might be able to get a throw. And the Beast fighter has been able to get out. Jake here, he's actually just finished a high-intensity round of antibiotics. Incredibly tired coming into this event.
But quite a strategic fighter. The Beast fighter, if the Beast fighter gives him an inch, any sort of balance advantage, Jake will capitalise.
Yeah, 100% there, Jake.
Oh, he's going for throw. He's going for, leading into it. The tabletop's holding him up. Here we go. The Beast fighter able to weather the storm.
Jake absolutely hammered here. The poor bugger, he's into this event totally exhausted, but still an amazing mental fortitude on him. Chasing for that throw. Beast fighter might be getting a little too low. low underneath this list here into a dangerous position.
And we have a beast win in the first round. Captain Jake staying strong, staying up, and getting the win for his team. What a fight. Coming back from behind with that strong, aggressive start by the beast. I am losing my voice. I need a snake. This is going to be a great second round.
This is an incredible fight there. Alice there, the best fighter. He is incredibly resilient. I actually said this coming into the fight, saying to one of the Kraken fighters, I said, if you can get Alice down, you'll be doing incredibly well. You should be proud of yourself. And evidently they're an incredibly strong fighter. Alice, I think he's a relatively new fighter, but again, one that's coming along in leaps and bounds and is fast becoming a very dangerous threat on the
and these fighters are desperately sucking in the air right now. That was a hard-fought first round. And I would be surprised if this does not go to a third round. Beast will not be happy to lose the first round, and they will go in hard to equalise this right now.
Yeah, look, they're going to come in very hard. Beasts are renowned for it. They don't lose many rounds, but they do not like losing those rounds. They're going to come in hard, and they're going to come in fast. So this will be a good fight to see. Alrighty, wait for this match to happen.
And some huge strikes to begin with from Kraken. Sam moving strong, and it's found! Oh, an early strike!
Here we go. Here we go, dude. Beast fighters off their weapon, so Sam was able to beast through. No!
Goes down. 4v4 right now. And Eric and Sam doing incredibly well at centers for their respective teams right now.
Just saw Eric Hummer in.
Oh! 3-5. Marcus going in strong against the beast fighter.
Check there. Sam getting out into a more comfortable range to be able to use that pole arm.
Looking for the fight against the beast fighter here.
Coming through to support Sam, so Sam's able to get some.
Jeez, he moves well.
He's a very survivable man. He's able to get underneath fighters and just stay there quite comfortably. Marcus quite comfortably in that corner.
Oh, both have gone over. But he's going the same route. We have a 2v2 right now. Beast v Kraken.
Old teammates coming up against each other here. Sam and Eric, both incredibly strong people.
And know each other's game incredibly well.
Is this number 6? Who's for the beast? Who's that? That wouldn't be Alice. No, it's not. Eric and Sam going at each other. Sam's sort of just trying to keep Eric away because Eric is an incredibly strong grappler and striker with those.
Eric, oh, here we go. Oh!
One thing you do is Sam, do not try and grab his neck because he will dunk you.
Yep.
Eric said he's ready. He's good to go.
2v1.
Jake there looking fairly tight. Everyone, look, this 35 degrees is wearing them down. Jake, first time ever I've seen him tired. So a testament to what those antibiotics have done to him.
Look for one of these Kraken fighters to lock Eric up and create some space. But Eric's having none. He's like, come on, I will hit the both of you right now. Oh, there we go.
Sam doing that snake duck. Oh,
And
Hi guys, welcome back. The next fight that's just started is... Yep. I turned it on the wrong way and then only figured out from yours. So this is Beast versus WA. WA Berserkers. The WA Berserkers are in the red and the Beast are in the black with a little bit of red. Seems that everybody split off into their own groups. We got one guy down. calling a stop fight in the corner over here. And it looks like a berserk has been sat down, possibly some sort of armor failure.
That shoulder is way off. It is hanging loose. Look at it, he's off.
Yep.
That's
There's no coming back from that.
Wonderful fighter. Some really That's really disappointing. He has done a very good track record representing Australia overseas in New Zealand and in the Czech Republic or Czechia. So that's really disappointing for him. Now this team is Beast Red. So this is the second Beast team.
Yep.
We've got some of their newer fighters in there. And they've got the little red sash.
So that's the main difference between the Beasts and the Beast 2.
Yes.
The little red sash. They're relatively new, so changes pending, I'm assuming.
I mean, it's really hard when you've got a team and you do a DuPont order, and then you want a second team.
Yeah, when you have enough people to form a second team, which is a great thing to have in and of itself.
So that's just really... I mean, it's all about the logistics, and this is an expensive sport to get into.
Oh, definitely.
And then there's a lot of travel, especially if you're in Australia, where the berserkers...
Yeah, I was about to say, speaking of, the winners of the longest distance award are the WA Berserkers.
Yes.
All right, looks like they're preparing and they're going into round 2. We have some collisions happening around the middle of the list. Everybody seems to have found their person. We've got a couple of head rips going on.
Coming in from this axe.
And we've already got 2 down, 3 down. Seems that a few berserkers have been able to take a few beasts down with them.
I mean, I think we're all just seeing red a little bit here.
A sea of red and black. Got a scuffle going on around the front of the list.
Big shots coming in.
That axe wielder is really
I
using
believe
good
that's
use of it.
Mario. He was also in
Was Mario?
Yeah, World League World Cup.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, the beast also performed really well overseas.
Oh, there's one fighter down there.
Oh, another successful head rip. And that round has gone to the berserkers. All right. Warhound's advancing really quickly here. A lot of movement, already getting into the head rips and already a successful pull down of one of the New South Wales Mercs. We've got a couple of axe wielders facing each other. In the,
Lots of axe in this fight.
yeah. Ooh.
Not even carrying the sword.
There have been a couple of good hits on the left side of the list, and an axe to the head. There's a lot of axes this fight.
A lot of movement. I believe that's is that Connor? Number 2019 is running around the list there.
A lot of running, a lot of pushing and shoving.
Now Connor, this squad is in his
Amazing fight, guys.
So Connor in 2018 was the Australian flag bearer.
Really?
And he did all the running around the list pre-fight with the Australian flag in Scotland at AMCF.
Nice. So it looks like the first round has gone to the Warhounds. If you, I believe I'm right on that.
Yes.
Yeah, don't mind me just assuming.
I'm just like going down memory lane of like who.
No, I value having a vet here, someone who's been in the sport for so long and is so passionate about it.
I mean, some people get day jobs.
Speaking of, how is your work going? Like, you have an interesting job, yeah?
Yeah, if anyone from work is listening, I had nothing to do with the technicality of this broadcast. I am merely commentating.
She has sat down and provided her voice.
Yes, that is all. I have not provided any technical assistance today. Because that would be in breach of my contract and I would never do that.
All right, round 2 going on. Some explosion up the front of the list here.
Ooh, that's a bit of a tumble there.
All right, we got a couple of people running around, wandering around, figuring out who to hit next.
Both of these teams are quite mobile.
Yeah, everybody's very quick. A lot of runners. A lot of running, jumping, head ripping, and axes.
Bit of damage going down there.
Oh. And down at the front of the list, the guy was hanging on for dear life.
That is cool.
All right, there's just a bit of movement around the front of the list here, checking. Oh.
They are just...
All right.
When that flag moves, let's see their havoc.
All right, Kraken coming in real quick. And a couple of loud hits there.
Runners hanging back. Let's see what they do. The sides are just grinding away here.
All the action is around the middle of the list on both sides.
Now let's see.
Oh, and we got one havoc down.
Is that
And a lot of movement. All right, now one Kraken.
Boris the Blade?
Yep.
Sam's finally getting in there. Then a little runner from Kraken.
Yep.
He's fighting off Mark. So
Sam
Sam's
versus
seeing
Mark,
where
yeah.
this goes.
Yep. Seeing where they can go next, who needs their help the most.
Yeah, 44.
Now Sam has a really hard hit.
Is this going to be a dual takedown here?
Yep. Oh. No. Oh.
Nice. Shots coming into the back of the Kraken team captain there. Big loud noises.
Yep. He's between two pieces of armor and a hard place there.
Yes.
But now he's moved. It looks like in the middle of the list towards the right there's a 2v2 Kraken and Havoc.
Yeah.
Sam's doing his best to cause as much pain as possible.
How's Jake going to do? He's got 2 guys on him at the back of the list there.
Yep, at the very back of the list there, you see Jake trapped in the middle of
Steve Head Marshall
Yep.
keeping a very watchful eye in the middle and in your way if you're watching at home. Okay, there's a bit of the 2 runners are having a bit of a powwow in the corner. Watching to see how this unfolds.
Yep, there's 3 groups of 2, and double takedown.
Double takedown there. Let's see how Sam goes.
Let's see who can hold on the longest.
Runner v. runner.
Yep, we got Jake who's still stuck between Mark. Oh, Havoc is moving over, shifting.
Now in the corner here, that axe is
Oh,
very comfortable down.
but there was an attempt to push one of the members of Havoc over one of their own.
Now this is also a case of if Havoc gets one Kraken member down,
Oh! Jake managed to pull himself out, and now he's just met another member of Havoc.
very lucky in avoiding that
Yeah.
3v1.
Now the game is even. It could be anybody's.
It really could.
Oh, it looks like in the corner of the back list there, there's some movement between Sam and I believe... Right now it's 2 Krakens against 1 last member of Havoc. It's still anybody's game. That last Havoc tried his best.
Do not run at Sam, right?
Many people today seem to have...
Got some fighters that weigh 45 kilos.
All right, getting into it. A lot of movement from Marcus at the front here. There's a couple of different groups of them.
Now let's see who gets out of
All right,
that one.
let's see if Havoc can get out of this pickle. Will the marshals let him? And will the marshals let him get out of that?
Bit of a tangle there.
And some discussion with Steve there. Oh, a Kraken was just taken down at the very front.
The barrel roll there.
Very impressive.
Alright, so this is a 2v1, 2v1s.
Yep.
In the corner you can't see, Kraken is not in a good way.
Nope, there's 2 Krakens and 4 Havocs.
We've seen them come out on the floor.
Alright.
Now there we go.
Yep. There was a stop fight after one very successful run by Havoc. Run and slam straight into the list.
Looks like we're going into round 3. A lot of energy.
Yep. Round 1 went to Kraken and it looks like round 2 has gone to Havoc. Looks like there's just some planning up at the front here. Who's going to go in, who's going to go out.
Just redoing some armor checks.
Yep, and it just looks like Steve is just touching base.
Just gotta win this one.
Alright, completing armor checks. Kraken are ready to go. And yep, now Havoc are all ready to go. Let's see how this goes.
You can see all the other fighters keenly watching this one. The end of the list.
Alright, third round kicking off.
Ooh,
Some explosion at the front here. Everybody here this is their third fight together. Everybody's a bit tired, but burst of energy from Samurai right there. And almost. Yeah. Another guy tried to make a run at Samurai. Havoc are really pushing.
They really are. They're digging deep.
They know what their strengths are and they're going at it.
Now let's see how this all unfolds. Number 14.
Alright, looks like there's a bit planning here. Alright, looks like everybody's trying to meet in the back of the list.
Big shots coming in.
Yep, at the back of the list there's 3 Havocs versus 2 Krakens.
Weapon changeovers. How many
A
axes does
slide.
he need?
Too many. Alright, looks like there's been a double takedown. Now it's 2 versus 2.
This is really anyone's fight.
Yeah, judging by how the last 2 rounds have gone, this can really be anybody's fight. Oh, one more Havoc is down.
Wow. Now where is that axe attached? Oh, it's broken.
Trust Marcus to break an axe.
How many axes did he bring for this one?
I believe 3.
Now this is either the
Alright,
nightmare right here.
Yep.
This is
One Havoc trapped between 2 Krakens. And last round goes to Team Kraken.
Now
Yeah,
that was
that last round could have been anybody's game there, right up into the last minute.
representing Australia, he's representing B-Snap, representing Dominus, he's got a big resume.
Oh yes. And an explosive start there from the Beast. They are pushing everything to the front of the list. They've taken a lot of ground and are really pushing the Warhounds into the corners of the list at the front here. And one warhound down, two warhounds down.
He lost his gauntlet in that one.
Minor armor failure there. Well, not so minor actually.
And I mean, hands are important.
Yeah. All right.
So we're a 4v3 right now.
Yep. At the far right of the list there, we've got 3 beasts versus 2 warhounds. Let's see how this goes. And then meanwhile at the front corner, we've got 1 warhound and 1 beast.
Now, Beast is going to take out warhound and they have this.
Yep, and they are really wanting to finish this.
Yep.
I can imagine after such a long day.
They've got the gates that they want to get to it there. A lot of stuff around.
Yep, such a long day in the heat. Oh, and he's coming in, an axe to the back.
That's a little axe, but that is doing a lot of damage.
We can hear the sound of that of that axe hitting his back from here. And he turns around, decides he can do something else.
Alright, bit of a change up. We've changed dance partners now.
Eric goes in.
Ooh, there's some low shots there. We're going to be careful on that side of the list. Whee!
All right, call the shot fight.
Elegant leg sweep there. Tidy that up. Quick smart. Alright, let's see what warhounds can bring out in this round number 2.
Yeah. Yeah, as we've seen so far, round 2 can really go to anybody.
It really can. I mean, it also depends on just like your team morale. So if you go in and you don't win that first round, sometimes it,
Yeah, yeah. I guess it's just a matter of like keeping your head up, knowing that there's still an entire round left.
the mental game is a key.
Yeah.
And just having your team morale, having that good sportsmanship, having everyone kind of together, feeling like you're on the same page, does so much.
And just looking at the comments again, Monica, Shiny Brother on Havoc did great. Yes, he did. That was Marcel, right? Shiny Brother and Havoc.
Ah!
Yeah, no, Havoc did absolutely great. Everybody has been at their best today.
Really hard fights. And also, it is quite warm today.
Oh, yep, let me just do a weather update.
Because as much as we are kind of inside, we are under shelter in the shed.
It is currently 29 degrees. Now keep in mind, these guys are fighting in armor in 29 degrees.
Yep.
Alright, fight starting. Alright, Beast pull another quick advance. The guy just straight up ran right into the corner. Yep, another hand. Alright, the fight's really being pushed to the front of the list right here, as you guys can see. Yeah, the Beasts have really pushed hard to the other side of the list.
The Beasts do have that one and half advantage at the moment.
Oh, double.
Another double takedown.
Alright, now currently there are 2 Warhounds left and 3 Beasts.
Now, Beast in this situation just need to take out one warhound and they have it in the bag.
Yeah, Eric has absolutely battered this Warhound.
He is looking for the squishy bits.
Alright, now that tape. That's an interesting look.
I mean, if it works.
Yeah, I mean the marshals have allowed it. Alright, fight starting. A nice and even advance there. A little push from Kraken. Marcus has brought his big axe out. Now he's been working on this thing for weeks. A devastating blow there from Marcus. There are 3 groups. There's 2v2, 2v2. And
Alright, so we have 3 red beasts standing.
yeah, yeah, sorry, I was meant to finish my sentence, but just watching that pole arm come down is it's distracting.
You call this up.
Yeah, I'm sure you guys can see it on the camera here, just how tall that pole arm is.
Yeah.
All right, Marshall have called the first round.
Now the marshal has spoken.
I think that round has gone to Kraken. Safe to assume. Yeah. Yeah, there was something that made the marshals call it.
No, it was because it was a 5v1.
Oh. Oh.
So it gets called a 3v1. That is
Yeah. No, I hadn't even realized that.
Because when you have, I mean, you kind of always want to avoid a 3v1. Because
Yeah, because it's just breaches.
But even if you've got more fighters in the list at other places, you don't really want to do a 3v1.
Yeah,
Because if there is a 2v1 going on and you're the third, there's like no room for you.
Nothing for you to do. One person has the head, the other has the legs.
You kind of become that little kid being like, I'm helping.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
Just go fight someone else.
All right, round 2. Big explosion in the middle of the list here.
Big crash is coming down.
There's been a big push straight to the front of the list.
Is that a single takedown? That is a double takedown, and they are still down.
Actually-
and they're stuck.
Yep, it looks like there's a bit of metal collision there. All right, Sam moving towards the corner of the back of the list there. There's 2 Krakens versus 1 Beast.
Oh, those punches.
At the front of the list, there's a bit of a scuffle going on here. Another 2 versus 1. And
Yeah. Sorry to every other
yeah,
state in the
sorry
country.
everybody else. Just pick your holidays wisely.
Yeah.
All right, now we got the fight starting. Looks like Havoc and Berserkers are meeting in the middle here.
Yeah, both runners back. Just psyching each other out.
There's a lot of commotion right in the middle of the list, just on the sides. And a takedown. A double takedown. Looks like one guy got a bit too ambitious pushing someone over.
I mean, sometimes you just get taken in the moment.
I know. I imagine it's hard to stop once you're started. All right, got a commotion in the middle. Oh, another slam right into the corner of the front of the list here. That Havoc is trying his best to get that Berserker's footing off.
So we're 4v4 right now. Let's see how this goes. It's still anyone's fight.
Yep.
Oh.
All right, now the fight's moving to the back of the list. There was just a head rip there on the super tall guy. Marcel struggling and double takedown. All right. All right.
I mean, Havoc is pretty tired after the last fight.
Yeah, and it's and a final double takedown there. But yeah, as you can imagine, today's been a very loud day.
Very noisy.
We'll all be hearing the sound of armor clanking together in our dreams.
Yes, definitely. It's a different type of ringing in the air.
Yep, I'm just looking through the comments. There's a lot of notes on Marcus's polearm there, and but yeah, no, that weapon is just astounding.
I mean, I think he needs. One of the comments reads, "I think you need a longer polearm."
Nah, Marcus, I remember him making that thing and making sure it was just within the realms of allowability here.
Marco's definitely impressed with one of the leg drags. Don't know which one that was.
I think it was one of the front ones that happened. Oh, a big meat here in the middle. And looks like there was a tumble. A lot of movement. People are running across the list.
Get up. Come on, Luke. Help him out.
Now it looks like there's 4 Havocs and two Berserkers left.
This is really good. Let's see how this goes.
They're trying to trip him up. They're trying to trip up one of those final Berserkers and meeting them all in the corner here of the back of the list.
Go, Christian! Christian's going easy going for the hump and bump. It's hard when there's 2 of you.
And a tumble. Yep, Marshall's call there. Good call.
Now sometimes it is difficult when you are training a particular takedown and someone else is holding them up. Really poor guy, talk to you guys. It's so hard though, like hearing mouth guards, you're just like,
I can imagine just how much is happening in your head, around your head.
I think about it like a duck.
Oh, looks like
Chill and calm on top of the water.
yeah, looks like there's a third round here.
Yeah,
Third round. Everybody's gonna be feeling this one.
I mean, yeah, with the helmets, you know, everyone's like a duck. Just it's calm on the outside, but inside.
But underneath the surface, it's going for its life. No, these guys have been doing amazing. They've all worked so hard today. All right, looks like there's just a armor note happening here.
WA is coming in with all armor.
All right, looks like there's just a little discussion happening between the marshals here.
Havoc of New South Wales has an interesting lineup of weapons. They've got axes, they've got falchions, they've got shields.
They've got one of everything.
Pretty much. And then they've got a few of them have extra weapons.
Yeah, and on the berserkers, actually, I'm seeing a lot of hand axes again.
I mean, I feel like things come in phases, like axes are cool.
Axes are hip.
I mean, I'm a falchion purist.
Now the fight's kicking off. There's always that first big hit. There's 2 big skirmishes happening. Now one berserker's hitting the back of the legs of another Havoc before just getting taken down in the back corner of the list here. Alright, now there's a couple of groups here and there was just a double takedown in the middle of the list here. Oh, actually, no, it wasn't a double. Alright, we've got 2 different groups happening here. One big one that's actually 3 Havocs versus 1 Warhound, and then we've got 2 more just dancing in the back of the corner here. And a takedown.
That was a big dump right there. That fell hard.
So it's safe to say that the last round's gone to Havoc? Yep. No, excellent effort.
Now the thing about that little 3v1 there.
Yeah. What are your thoughts?
I mean, I get if you want to take a break, you don't want to,
You're saying he was chilling?
I'm just saying that, old mate in the corner is doing a 1v1. Dumps the dude.
I mean, he's just got to focus on staying upright.
Right, but I think, there's a 3v1. Like, go help your buddy that's in the 1v1.
Yeah. Yeah, actually, there didn't need to be 3 Havocs over there.
Right?
Yeah, now I see what you were saying.
I mean, I get if one of you guys like, I'm real tired, I'm just gonna hold
Yeah. I'm stopping him from moving. Yeah. But no, that final takedown that gave Havoc the match, that was brilliant.
That was just...
Yep, that was one tired guy doing that against another tired guy.
Yeah.
All right, now for this round here, we have the Beasts versus the New South Wales Mercenaries.
They're from everywhere though.
Oh, yeah. I mean, they say the New South Wales Mercenaries, but I recognise it, Alex, a Victorian who's moving into the corner here.
Yeah, he's very distinctive.
I know. I think, like, when I first started getting into Boo Herd about a year ago, his armour was the first I was able to recognise.
It's very distinctive.
Yep.
All
Alright, fight starts. Beast crashing. Yep, the Beasts have all found their first targets and a takedown right at the front here. Yep, the Beasts have really cornered people here.
They've really wrapped everyone up.
Yep, and yep, that's round. Wait.
I'm seeing those
Oh.
flags. That is a stop fight.
Oh.
I mean, we get caught in the moment.
Yeah,
There's a
yeah,
yellow flag
yeah.
in your face. There's a yellow flag in your face.
Yeah, exactly. I can imagine that hearing the words is one thing, but seeing the actual physical flag in your face is like the real determinant symbol
And
here.
I mean, if you don't, like, when they wave it in your face, you don't stop, the marshals can and should and probably will just smack you with their flag. You're wearing armour. It's fine. It's fine.
All right, looks like they're preparing for round 2 now. Yep, just final armor checks, making sure everybody's up.
Taking formations
Yep,
here.
looks like these are ready to go, ready to party.
Got the old 2-1-2 going on, but
Yeah, I can only imagine how tired everybody is right now.
he's going in a bit of a looser line there.
All right, big pushes up the front here, a lot of running.
That's a break over from corner of the list. Yeah. These are really
I know. Another shove. I think that was a shove. Oh, there's been a jump in the very back of the list here in the corner. There was just an attempt at a head rip here. The guy is trapped. Yep. And the Beasts are trying to jump and push him down, and yep, have just pushed him out of the list. Stop fight. All right, fight started. All right, things are kicking off now. They've all divided into 2 groups with the 2 runners in the middle deciding what to do and attacking each other. They went, you know what? We have something important to do. We have unfinished business. All right, looks like a scuffle in the front corner here, taking down a Beast. All right, 2 Beasts are down.
Yeah, that was a shot that really...
Oh, the Warhounds have come and they are hungry.
It's not a good place to be. Okay.
Yep, a weapon has been lost and the flags are out. Yep, that's gone to Warhounds. Oh, okay, we
Okay,
can...
so both fighters in that corner had both lost their weapon.
They were stuck.
Yeah, so they were just trying to shimmy to the back of the list. But they kept their arms around each other like, you know, comrades in arms.
Yeah, keeping each other up.
Yeah, but neither of them had a weapon, so they
No.
couldn't do anything aggressive.
All right, nice meet in the middle there. The runners are on their way. And a down.
Those axes just coming around. Boom. And these red bees get their head up in this corner.
Yeah. And we can see a Warhound running to grab his weapon after he lost it in a little entanglement. And man down. 2 men down.
One of the fighters in their club. And he does everything from building the axe heads to the shafts as well.
Looks like everyone's reconfiguring. There are 2 beasts left and 4 warhounds.
The corner is an interesting place. It can be very dangerous or very safe. Depends how you use it.
Yeah, depending on who's right in front of you.
Yeah. When there are 4 dudes in front of you.
All right, all the action is in the back left-hand corner of the list here. There's 2 beasts left versus 4 warhounds.
They just stopped to have a little meeting there.
Little reconvene.
Hey everyone's cool with this?
And a head rip from behind takes down the second last beast, giving the round to the warhounds.
And when you're that surrounded, you know, this is a very even surface, so it's really fast.
All right, now we're getting into it. Around in the front left corner of the list, just out of view, we can see a group of guys all gathering together. It's a sea of red and black. And there was just a takedown.
Red team's going well.
Indeed, the red team is doing well. All right, and another takedown.
Very clean takedown.
Yeah, it looks like that was 2 mercenaries who've been taken down. And the berserkers are running. All right, another fall. Yep. It looks like there are possibly 3 berserkers. Top fight, yep.
I'm glad the marshals called that as quickly as they did.
They are on top of it.
The WA berserkers are quite big. Like,
Big in what sense?
like they're not short, they're not small. They're like,
I mean, they are a set group of dudes.
yeah, they're pretty like.
Especially in the armor.
Yeah, you can just see the height comparison by some of the fighters.
Yeah, though I mean, it's good to have a variety of like shapes and sizes and heights within a team because like there are just so many different strengths. For instance, the guys in Kraken and Beast have shorter men who are absolute firecrackers.
Yes.
All right, preparing for round 2.
Yeah, again with Bowhurt, it's an interesting one because you have your size, how you use it.
Oh yeah.
Really dictates.
I mean, I guess in Bowhurt, your body's a weapon as well.
Yes, you were one with the weapon.
You are the weapon.
Yeah. So you have to hold a weapon to be aggressive.
Yep.
A weapon that's not you. You can't just hold yourself.
All right, final checks happening up at the front here and also up the back. Looks like the New South Wales mercenaries are ready to go, and so are the berserkers.
Great work from the marshal team. Getting everyone together, checking efficiently.
making sure.
That's probably why we're ahead of schedule.
Yeah, honestly, yeah, and hopefully there have been no major injuries today.
Well, the medics look pretty chill.
Yeah.
They look a bit bored, to be
That's
honest.
what you want to see, a bored medic. All right.
Yeah,
Looks like there's just a final check happening up at the front with the berserkers, just a final helmet, and it looks good. It looks good. Looks ready to go.
Night Marshal Steve, he runs a tight ship.
I know, he is a champion. He is the master of the marshals. All right, looks like there's just some final checks going on here before the final fight of the men's 5 versus 5s. All right. All right, he's calling it. Start fight. All right, final 5 versus 5 of the day. Men's. Everybody's tired, everybody's ready to go. And there was just a takedown at the front left corner of the list. And running. A run and a push. Absolutely. In the back, at the back, this poor mercenary is just being thrown around like a rag doll. And that inadvertently took down his attacker. Excellent work there. I don't even...
Incredible work from Connor there.
I could not even keep up with it.
You can just see that he was maybe half a head shorter, but he just took out two guys like he was
Yeah,
nothing.
because they dared to face him. Yep, they dared to try and pull a fast one on him.
I mean, Connor's been around the sport even before he was allowed to fight.
All right.
So it really is deep in him.
It looks like there's a 2 versus 2, a little standoff towards the front here, and 2 guys nestled in the corner. All right. Now final, it's 2 versus 1. I believe that's 2 berserkers versus 1 mercenary. With all the red, it's a bit hard to tell.
It is, and then that cuirass, that's shiny.
Yep. And a gauntlet loss. Leaving 2 left. It's 2 versus 2. Anybody's game. Is this going to go into a third round?
There's been some armor fights, there's been interesting sit-downs, there's been weapons going flying. Now let's see how that
Looks
goes,
like
'cause
they're in
that
an
axe
entanglement in the
is
corner.
Under that shoulder.
Yep, you can
Like,
see.
really under the armor there.
Oh my goodness, that Merc is just not wanting to go down. He is not giving up. And the Merc's been sat down. Armor failure.
Now that axe shot was under that shoulder plate.
Yep, I'm not sure how well you can see it on the camera.
Who again, much more senior fighters. So
So it's a nice change to have that step up in competition. It brings everybody up.
exactly. I mean, that's. I think you can quote it to Craig Ivey, who's one of the guys who uses it. I mean, Daniel Kruger, all those guys in Dominus use this very much. But a rising tide raises all ships. And it's just great to see that the tide, is really coming in.
Yeah. And just looking out now, looking at the experience of standing on the in the arena right now, you probably only got, what do you reckon, six on the left senior fighters. And what
yeah.
do we got on the right there?
Well, looks like here we've got Fuzz, we've got Bryce, we've got Mark, we've got, I see Luke Wallner hiding in there. I'll have to wait till the other guys turn around to see if I can pick it. There's a lot of old school Havoc crew in there as well. But yeah, just a fantastic point. Again, so much new blood coming into the sport's exactly what we need.
But new blood surviving the day
and
then doing the fun 12s at the end.
and then living to fight again. That's
That's the kicker. That shows the gumption that a lot of these guys have.
100%. And it's that drive that'll carry them very far into the sport. So it looks like we're having what is, it's coming across here as a Beasts style Merc team. See Harry Bredhow there on the right, Eric Cordes in the centre out with Chris Mitronod, Sam Ride, Colin Campbell. Looks like we've got
10 on the left.
10 on the left, yeah, and Elliot with Joe Salt and a few others.
Counting 9 on the right. 9 on the right.
I think we're getting one more Havoc fighter coming in.
I want people to truly understand that this is some of the most grueling fighting you'll ever do in your life.
Yeah.
The weight, the heat, the exertion, and then the other guy, some people just got that big tank in them and just beat you down, beat that tank out of you. You think you can stand there. And then if you can just keep going for the whole day, and then at the end of it you go, screw it, one more.
That's it. And that ultimately, that's what it's all about. So
That is what makes a good fighter in my opinion.
100%. You need to have the drive to be able to commit to do the sport. 100%.
And props to you guys from the Warhounds.
Oh,
The step up in the past 2 years is phenomenal.
We've been working hard, obviously allying ourselves with our sister club, the Western Wolves out of Ballarat. Of honestly having a split team with the A side across both fighters from there has really made a significant improvement. But I mean, that's not the only story of fighters realistically, changing sides. It's been quite a while since Sam Wright, you might see next to Colin Campbell there. Those two have fought on the same team. This season, Sam has been moved down to Victoria, so he's been fighting on Team Kraken. And a lot of these player trades, obviously like us taking Daniel Cooper, Chris Mitchell not heading over to Beast. There's a lot of very close fights, but it looks like we're getting ready to start off here.
All right, we're off.
Both teams taking a very aggressive full start, full send. I comment on the tactics, but we're absent. Lots of blind checks. Colin Campbell eating the list straight to his helmet. They've just managed to put somebody down off in the left corner. We've got Salsa fighting in the middle of the center there. Harry's looking for a head rip on it. Oh, but he gets cross-checked regardless. No chance for Fuzz. Here comes Sam Wright looking for more targets, and there's another down. Eric is going hard on poor Mark O'Connor in the corner there. And here comes Colin with his polearm. Harry sneaks around behind. Will he see it? There's the big jump. Oh, can't quite clinch the kill. Sam with a spinning back kick on the other side of the list here. Eric flying through the air and just manages to drop him down. Mark gets thrown by Harry, and it's looking like the first round goes to the Beast split team.
That was beautiful. Good aggression, really good team cohesion on people. Some of those people never fought together, and they work together beautifully.
And I mean, that really shows that the whole level is really increasing. The fact that there are so many people capitalizing on all of these cross checks, all of these blindside, all of these mutual 2v1 takedowns. I mean, obviously there's some crazy stuff happening here because it's fun fights, but there is very much an underlying current there of the fact that people are recognizing that, again, this person's in a compromised position. I have my options X, Y, Z. Oh, look what this person's feeding to me. Now I know what I'm going to take through. Just really good for that. I mean, this is having quick, fast rounds is often very indicative of high-level boyhood, and it's great to see.
Sometimes I wonder if Eric and Sam are fighting for the smallest, best toss.
I mean, honestly, both of them tend to do some incredibly impressive and dramatic things when they're doing them. I mean, you look at them and you think, oh, those are small guys.
They use their size to their advantage like no tomorrow.
Exactly, and it's one of those things. I mean, you see a lot of in the armored combat groups. People asking, I'm a shorter fighter, can I get involved? 100%. Your lowered center of gravity is a huge weapon if you know how to use it, and these guys clearly do. Okay, round two.
The final shuffle.
Okay, once again, going in for a very aggressive play here. We've already broken down into the post-strategy tactics side of things. We're devolving down into lots of 2v1v1s. Harry looking for opportunity. Connor's down, straight over, and coming across into Mark to look for another kill. Looks like we have Sam Wright hunting down the right side of the list, and unfortunately, he's just been sat down. Eric's trying to put him down. Interesting play on that. Now he's copying a few buckle punches to the face. AJ's just been thrown to the floor by Colin, and Mark's coming to avenge that kill. Doing their absolute very best to get this across. And it looks like Colin, with a flying push from Sam Wright, manages to keep him up, and Salt is taking him to the list. On the other side, we've got Colin trying to pull over somebody in the corner here, and this is a distinct advantage to Beasts. It's looking like maybe that's the round.
Jeez, Dinky, I think you might need to go into commentary, mate.
Oh, well, I mean, when they don't save anything for like that, well, you have to speak at 100 words a minute. That was fast action. The call, one more is coming out through the list. Do you think they have it in them, Breezy?
Oh, I reckon they've got that in them.
A couple have exited the list, but I think we may still get another group fight out of them yet.
Who's old mate Lenny on the list with the pointy helmet?
On the right-hand side there?
Just over here on the right-hand side.
Yeah. That's AJ.
Is that AJ?
Really, really good story here. So AJ's one of Havoc's probably most senior fighters. Has been around more or less since the inception of the sport. And a really sort of touching father-son story there. His son Connor, who's in the wolf rib, sort of standing near him, is one of the guys. I think he's actually far side on the list there. He's been training him ever since he was younger than he could compete in the sport, and he's been one of the most, I would argue, probably one of Havoc's most successful assets. Inside of the sport. He's done such a good job, obviously, because his dad's taken him through. The two of them went over and fought in the Boyhood League World Cup as mercenaries, did really, really well for themselves. really good, especially now that we're getting that into